Barcelona's decision to throw Joan Garcia into the La Liga opener arrived wrapped in last-minute tension. A summer signing whose registration hung up in the final hours, and a warm-up moment that briefly had supporters fearing the worst. That drama made his name the one to watch. And by the time the whistle blew in Mallorca, the story had already shifted from paperwork to performance. Garcia did what every coach dreams a new keeper will do on day one. He imposed himself. He talked constantly, positioned his defenders, claimed crosses without flinching, and showed the spatial awareness that stopped Mallorca from turning pressure into chances. When low strikes and scramble moments arrived, Garcia's reflexes were sharp and decisive. Nothing was half-saved and nothing was left to panic. There was a human beat to the evening. That tiny scare in warm-ups that could have been a damper. But he shrugged it off and let his actions on the pitch answer the questions. A 3-0 final scoreline tells part of the story. Barcelona's attack supplied the firepower, but the clean sheet is the goalkeeper's signature on the result. A shutout on debut is not an everyday occurrence at this club, and that scarcity makes Garcia's calm performance feel heavier. More meaningful. In the modern era of Barcelona, few keepers have opened with a victory, and fewer still with a blank sheet beside it. Those details turn a good match into a moment fans and pundits will replay and dissect. For Hansi Flick, the decision to play Garcia has suddenly created a problem of abundance rather than shortage. Where once the conversation might have been about who to back despite doubts, now the manager must weigh the momentum of a young, confident keeper against the experience of established names. Those choices will ripple across training sessions, team talks, and match-day selections. Defenders breathe differently when the person behind them is commanding. Fullbacks can take more risks, centre-backs can step higher. And the collective defensive shape changes around the assurance of a keeper who reads the game well. Opponents that study Barcelona in pre-season will have to add a new line to their notes. How to unsettle a goalkeeper who diffuses crosses, organises quickly, and distributes under pressure. Beyond tactics, Garcia's debut is good television. It has narrative, a late registration, a warm-up scare, and then a composed performance. And narrative is what keeps viewers clicking and fans arguing. It also throws a spotlight on Barcelona's recruitment window and the small, decisive administrative moments that can shape a season. Fans will now watch the next fixtures with a sharper focus on the goalkeeper position, because the debut introduces two possible storylines. Either Garcia builds a run and cements a first-choice role, or this flashes briefly and becomes a memorable one-off. Everything depends on consistency. And the early signs, his communication, shot-stopping, and presence, suggest a player equipped to build. Tonight in Mallorca was more than a tidy win. It was the instant when a player's arrival, a club's late paperwork scramble, and a manager's selection choice converged into a single performance that shifts conversations. Joan Garcia walked off the pitch with a clean sheet, a historic footnote, and a momentum that demands attention. Whether he becomes Barcelona's new number one will be decided over the coming weeks, but the match in Mallorca ensured his name will be part of that debate from now on.